version. And welcome once again to another smAshlights section, where the flames burn, the world turns. We hope people learn, and we say whatever we want, possibly even including some sick burns. So please consider funding us, and by the way, funding us is tasty. Is it grape flavored at smashomash.org? Well, you'll have to go find out for yourself. Let's talk about some Zero Hedge articles. The first one on the list is some black militia members accidentally shot some people in the park. I'm not sure where that was. In Seattle, yes. So Seattle and Portland are two cities where you may want to not consider going on vacation. Perhaps head to the Lehigh Valley and have a cycling vacation, as the Lehigh Valley, where I'm located, is one of the most significant, if not the most significant, cycling community in the entire world. And if you're from Belgium or Germany or Italy or the Netherlands or whatever, and you disagree with me, please leave a comment. Tell your friends, tell your foes, tell your science noobs, and tell your science pros that the Lehigh Valley is one of the top places to go, and Portland and Seattle are a horrific place to go if you want to ride your bike. Now, it depends on what you wear. If you wear a BLM shirt, you'll be fine riding your bike in these cities. If you wear a MAGA hat, you will be decapitated, and people will eat you in postage stamp sized cups. They will cut you into pieces, tiny pieces, postage stamp size, and they'll put you in a box, a glass box, and place you on their mantle. Anyway, there's been some issues regarding people protesting, whether it's lockdowns by the government, or whether it's police brutality, or whether it's systemic racism, or whether it's just idiots going out and burning buildings and smashing windows because they're mad at life and their life sucks, and they don't realize that the best revenge is living well. Speaking about the best revenge on your local public officials is to audit them. Now, for example, one of the public officials where I'm located is called Ed Pawlowski. He definitely reached some famous levels of infamy when he went to jail for 49 years. Now, he was the mayor of Allentown, and guess what? He was involved in all sorts of pay-to-play schemes where the government just hired contractors without any bidding, which means the contractors could charge whatever they wanted. And let's just say it's a problem when public officials are wasting your taxpayer dollars with complete incompetence. Please leave us a comment. If any of your local officials have demonstrated complete and utter incompetence, please leave us a comment if you've noticed that my forecast for the year 2020 came 100% true. So not to say I told you so, but I told you so last year that 2020 would be a year of clarity. And what do I mean by that? Well, I didn't know what I meant by that, but I said it because I understood it to be true. How? I have no idea. Was it skill, talent, and training, or divine providence, or psychic powers? I don't know, and I don't particularly care. Have you noticed that every complete moron, idiot, douchebag, COVID-idiot, mentally handicapped person disguised as a person with a 100 IQ have just come out of the woodwork and said, look at me, I'm a complete COVIDiot. Look at me, I know less about every branch of science than you do, but I want to give you advice on whether you should stay home and whether you should wear a mask, or whether I'm a utterly incompetent government official or only a marginally incompetent government official. Now that I got that out of my system, if you notice problems with your government officials, make sure that they get an
audit,
which is a formal examination of an organization or individual's accounts or financial situation. Because if they're taking kickbacks from their contractors, it's going to be a problem for them because they're creating a paper trail, aren't they? Now, perhaps these people are going out and picking up giant bundles of cash and then trading them in for Rolexes or something else stupid. There's a way to... You can't get away... You can't hide, folks. You can't hide. And if you'd like a full rectal
audit,
please be an incompetent government official. because we'll find you. We'll hold you accountable. Since we forgive, we never forget, and we hold. See, I admit when I screw up, which is why I get to call you out when you screw up. If you don't like it, I don't care if you're the president of the universe, you will be called out, thanks to all of our new viewers and users over at smashomash.com/forum. It's smashomash.com/forum. You can link to it from smashomash.org, by the way. So we've got forums on all this other stuff. We've now reached the over 1,300 users mark. And we're seeing quite a significant number of views over there. Thanks, Nebo J, for putting up the article about how bumblebees can levitate. It's by flapping their wings. But most importantly, actually not most importantly, but you may be interested in what to do on lockdown by looking up our movie recommendations. So it's in the free-for-all forum, and it's all free to view. You just need to create a login in order to post stuff, like practically every website in the universe. So shout out to Amy Vesley from Facebook. Please create a login and don't put giant lists of movies on Facebook. We're trying to put one movie at a time, not your whole list of your favorite films. But hey, it's better than nothing, so thanks for posting here. Be stoic. Putting up comic book movies, which make me want to cut my wrists. Fight Club. I love Fight Club, and I won't talk about it anymore. Maybe I'll do some reviews in the future. Next, we're on Watchers, and it's a great site, watchers.news. And there's a hurricane bearing down on Hawaii, Hurricane Douglas, as well as Hurricane Hannah, which is the first Texan hurricane landfall for about 3 years. Also, some fatal landslides showing up in Nepal 2 days ago. Let's move on and talk about where we're streaming. And we're streaming live to Twitch. It's twitch.tv/smAshomash. Subscribe over there if you want to see the content immediately. Don't expect it to always be in that format, though, as we put up exclusive content on all sites. We're also on YouTube. If you're watching over there, please take a moment to press like and subscribe. And if you're viewing live in whatever capacity, just press pause. We'll be here when you get back. It's fine. It's why it's on demand. And we're one subscriber away from 200 subs on BitChute. Will you be our 200th subscriber? Will you make us reach the 1,000 views mark on the COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus cured via hydroxychloroquine video, which is, by the way, from March 23rd. Thanks to our patrons. The credit crawl's coming soon. Thanks to our latest patrons. We greatly appreciate your support, and we need lots more funding. Tell your friends, tell your foes, tell your science noobs and your science pros that we need a lot more funding to reach our goals in 2020. Again, thanks everybody over there. You are the real source of funding for the content. It's not Google AdSense, and it's not one-time donors or anything like that, but there are links to all that stuff below the video. And let's just make sure we're all right here. By the way, thanks for leaving a comment, Snitcherama. Love the name, by the way. Yes, by all means, go over and watch on YouTube. It's going to be... The title is Hurricanes, Coronal Mass Ejection Confirmed, Smash Shirt 01. Now available. Did you know? We've added new membership levels over on Patreon to allow you to go any place between $1 a month and $15 a month, so check that out if you haven't. Again, other links below the video to support the channel. And there's going to be a new one today. We'll get to it in a minute. Let's talk about the animated map of what America searched for on Google, the world's leading junkware search engine, which will absolutely not give you objective results ever. It'll give you utterly biased results. So check this one out. It's from the YouTube channel, I don't know, but it's a YouTube video. And here are the leading searches, because this is how utterly, utterly, utterly tech incompetent most people who are using Google obviously are. Why you would do a search for Facebook, YouTube, Amazon, Gmail, Google, eBay, Yahoo, Walmart, or Yahoo Mail, I have no idea. It demonstrates how utterly technically illiterate Americans are. I mean, what a joke. Why would you be searching for giant domains like Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon? That is absolutely pathetic. Plus, a lot of people Googled the word Google. Could you be any more mentally handicapped than Googling the word Google? Like, really. Oh, and by the way, stop using Google as a verb. Google is a giant scam, and to use Google as a verb does not mean to do a web search. Using Google as a verb means to do an utterly biased web search, which is in itself a pay-to-play scam, the most pathetic company in tech. It's a giant zombie wandering around with hundreds of billions of dollars at its disposal, hiring certainly more attorneys than software engineers, as their software just sucks at anything besides spying on you. If you want to see all about what Americans idiotically searched for on Google, it's shockingly stupid. Again, the top search on Google was for Facebook, and the number 5 search on Google was for the word Google. Wow! Congratulations on America. You've jumped up and down and said, look at me, I'm full of complete COVIDiots. Let's talk about China. The China virus, the Kung flu. Oh my God, it's so scary for you. Boy, that was tough. My immune system laughs at coronaviruses, whether it's the common cold or SARS-CoV-2 or whatever the hell else you've got. Lol. I've survived a global pandemic so far. And congratulations to you on doing the same, since you're obviously watching the video. Congratulations to your ancestors. Since you exist, they've survived much worse conditions, as there's much less racism, sexism, homophobia, violence, warfare, everything but welfare. There's a lot less of all those bad things than there was in the past. So if you're all worried about strife and about how OMG America's busting into civil war, what a joke. It's a bunch of complete COVIDiots located in the cities. And if you notice, the rest of the country is quite normal. Let's talk about T cells and how scientists have uncovered there's evidence of a pre-existing immunity in the general population. Well, gee, what a surprise. Oh, who would have ever guessed that a bunch of people have had T cells that are relevant for SARS-CoV-2 for like a decade or 2 decades? Gee, who would have ever guessed? Oh, let me tell you, guys like me, COVIDiots. All right, now that I've gotten that out of my system, let's talk about solutions and real health stuff. Check out Breatheology. It's literally breatheology.com, Breatheology, a website by Stig Aval Severinsen, who is a world champion in freediving. Yes, these people are quite fascinating, as they can hold their breath for like 6 minutes, and if you don't know how it works, I don't care. Breathe through your nose is my point. Why do I say this? Because of nitrogen oxide. If you weren't aware, there is a chemical reaction that happens with the nitrogen in the atmosphere when you breathe through your nose. That does not occur when you breathe through your mouth. It happens in your sinus passages. And if you know anything about nitric oxide, well, nitric oxide gets created in your sinus passages. Now, people who are into fitness and so on may take nitric oxide supplement increasing substances, which are legal, I believe, in endurance sports to this day. And guess what? The experiment that they did here about nose breathing discovered that blood is oxygenated 10 to 15% more when you breathe through your nose. So I don't know. Did Tom Wolfe tell you about this? No. Did any government officials tell you about this? Guess. Guess. Wearing a mask makes you more inclined to breathe through your mouth because you have more air breathing volume when you don't breathe through your nose. But guess what happens? It comes out to be almost a wash, because breathing through your nose creates chemical reactions and causes nitric oxide to go directly into your blood and absorb through your sinus passages. If you want to read all about it, look up nitrogen oxide, a pleasant poison, or head to breatheology.com. And shout out to Stig Aval Severinsen. We'd love to have you on the show. Drop me a line. Thanks to everybody who's been dropping me lines. Pardon my delay time. I do have the smAsho phone in my hand right now. So there you go. There's the smAsho phone. I like to use talkatone.com, and you can get a free IP phone for your smart device there. If you want to text me or give me a call, Send me images or whatever, breaking news, whatever you like. Spam, we don't mind. It's an IP line. It's a VoIP phone. So it's country code 610-936-9799. That's country code 1 or +1. Area code 610-936-9799. And thanks again for everybody sending messages over there. Please identify yourself so we can add you to our contacts. As if you just send me a number, as you send me a text that I've never seen before, I have no idea who's texting me. We're on all kinds of social media, and guess what? We're advertising the first smAsho shirt. There it is. There's the link to it. It's at smashomash.locals.com. We're also on Gab. We're also on Minds.com, minds.com/smashomash. So check us out on all the social media. The links are below the video. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/smashomash. We've got a link to the t-shirt there as well. It is 1 cent less than I forecasted. I said it was going to be $25 plus shipping. Turns out it's only $24.99 plus shipping, so go over there, click on that, order yourself a shirt. If you're interested in telling people how stupid and idiotic it is to wear a mask and how pathetic and infantile mankind's response has been to SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, coronavirus, the scandemic, the pandemic, whatever the hell you want to call it today, what a pile of shit. What a joke. What a joke. And once again, I told you so. Every moron has come out of the woodwork and said, look at me, I'm an idiot, I'm an imbecile, I'm a mentally handicapped idiot, retard, moron, whatever you want to say. Hey, mankind, shove it. I've left society. Good luck without me. And yeah, so it's on Teespring, and there'll be links below the video to this. Smasher Price, my first pandemic t-shirt. $24.99 plus shipping, available in size small through 4 extra tall and 5XL. Oh, and by the way, if you order more than one, you'll save a couple bucks on shipping. It's like $6 shipping for the first shirt and $2 shipping for each additional shirt. Order some for your friends. Order some for your foes. And they probably won't know what it's about. It may require explanation, and that's part of the reason why it's there, to initiate conversations between people who are smart, people who are stupid, and people who are average. And thanks for tuning in to another smAshlights segment, part of the daily space weather, typically, although make sure you subscribe to the playlist at youtube.com/smashomash/playlists, and we've got a bunch of them. We'll be adding a bunch of stuff to them. We'll be going full time and quitting my job as soon as possible. And thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Let's get back to some more space weather data.